diagnosed me with not an autism spectrum.
Yeah.
But at that time there was very few cases of autism, so the doctors weren't quite sure what I was diagnosed with.
Yep. So you have friends, and you like to go out and have fun.
I do.
But what kind of things do you look for in a friend?
Probably someone like my parents who could understand not me, both my positive sides and a negative. Like I can't not be in a lot of social environments. Someone also who has similar interests. Someone I would have fun spending time with.
Somebody you feel comfortable
someone
with.
Someone I feel comfortable with.
And has the same like you said, had the same kind of interests,
yeah.
and somebody that will accept you, the positives as well as the negatives.
Yes.
What could be negative about you?
well, I'm very shy when it comes to large groups of people.
Yep. So your shyness and so do you kind of shut down in large groups?
I just try to avoid them in general. Even me and my sister's birthday parties, because we both have our birthday parties in October. I don't invite a lot of people because apart from my relatives, I really don't feel comfortable in large groups of people.
Yep. And that reminds me of something that Emily used to say when she was younger, is that she's alone but not lonely, because she'd rather have a few good relationships than to have a whole bunch of them, because they just make her more anxious.
Yeah.
Is that something you would agree with?
Yeah, I think so.
And I think that is something that Lucas said too.
Yeah, although in some cases for me it's been sort of the opposite. I have a few friends, not many, but too many gets overwhelming. I'm a quality over quantity kind of guy. And there have been cases where I haven't been alone, but I have been lonely because the people around me just didn't get me, didn't get what was going on, and didn't really understand. And for the most part, I do keep to myself. I am alone a good deal of the time, and I need a lot of that. But it does get lonely, and there's definitely that craving there for something more.
Andy, you raised your hand there.
Yeah, I actually, I'm on the same lines with Lucas, because I don't have a lot of friends, but that's because I have personally chosen to be around a small, like quality over quantity, small number of people. So.
And what do you look for in friends and girlfriends and?
Well, yeah, like the first thing is understanding. Like I think I do a pretty good job of understanding people unless they don't understand me and they don't make an effort. And then I choose. I'm not gonna. I don't want to get into too much of this, but that's where I draw the line. Is that where people do not make an effort to understand me is they're not gonna get me any part of me anymore.
They're not gonna. That doesn't work.
Right.
That doesn't work. And I think that's something that you and Lucas have in common too, is that once something doesn't work, it's very hard to come back from that. Because you're both kind of stubborn, and then you've also lost that ability to trust, right?
Yeah.
And the ability to work on it. Although I think you're getting a little better at that.
Yeah.
Andy. What do you think?
A little bit.
A little bit. What kind of things in your mom and dad and your sister? Yeah. What were some of the qualities there that they really helped you?
Yeah, like they were supportive of me as well as understanding, and throughout my whole life, like I've known that, like I've felt it genuinely. So I've always been able to reciprocate that, I guess you could say, like in every interaction with them.
So they trust you, they accept you.
Yep.
They didn't always understand you, but they tried to understand you.
Yeah, like so. I mean, I've always been able to give back to them. So.
And Alex, some of the things that you look forward to in relationships are, I know that one of the things that you've said over and over again is that if somebody is helping you, as long as they're trying, that makes a difference. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah? And so they don't actually have to help you, right? As long as they're trying?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. What else? What do you look for in a friend? You like to have friends over, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but do you like to have them sleep over?
Usually only if it's a guy, because when you as you get older, guys should only sleep over a guy's house, and girls should only sleep over girls' houses.
Yeah, I think that's a good rule, don't you think? Go on.
When I have a girlfriend, and I'll have to drive her home. I have my license, that is.
Yeah, is getting your license something that you want to do?
Yeah, because I just turned 16.
Yep, you just turned 16 and now you're an intern at Focus, right?
Right.
So when one of the reasons, if you have somebody over to your house, especially if it's a girl, you're going to have to drive her home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you always say, and Lucas says this as well, is that you like it when people meet you halfway, not that you shouldn't have to do all the work to make people understand you. And that's been very important to you, Alex, that people understand you. And I know that you have said things like you like to go to Focus because people understand you and accept you just the way you are. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. What else do you like about your friends? Because you have a lot of friends at Focus, and they come to your house, right? And hang out sometimes. Do you like that?
Yes.
Yeah. And one of the things that I know that because I've been at your house when we've been hanging out, and that your friends let you do what you feel like doing, so that if you need space or, right, Andy?
Yeah.
Because you've been there with
right.
him?
Yeah, I have.
So if he needs space, what does he do?
He takes space if he feels like it, but then he comes back and he's still a part of the group, like when we're together and hanging out together.
Yeah. So we let Alex do what Alex needs to do. And does it bother any of us?
No, it doesn't, because we know that he needs to take space when he has to, like, or when he feels that he needs to take space. Yeah.
So Alex, you trust us, and we trust you, and we have a wonderful relationship. You're a little worried right now, though, and maybe we should tell the audience what you're a little worried about. You got homework to do after this? Is that on your mind?
Yes.
Yeah. But you don't have to worry about that, because you are such a hard worker, and I can see that you have a lot of thoughts going on in your head. One of the things he said earlier today, do you guys remember, is that when he's with his friends,
Yeah.
what did he say, Andy?
That I lost I'm not sure.
When he's with his friends, he said he doesn't obsess so much.
Oh, when he said when he's at Focus or with a friend friends in general, he doesn't have the obsessive thoughts.
Yeah, because he's just more kind of loose and has fun. Lucas, what else would you like to add?
Well, I think it might be a good idea to expound upon a point that Dan made a few minutes ago, and that is, when we asked you, Dan, what you value in a friend, you compared friends to your parents in what you value. Mm-hmm. And I think that's important for people to understand, because often we get questions when we do presentations as to, why don't you guys enjoy being with people your own age? Is there some reason that you prefer to be with adults? Because some of us do. I'm one that does. I don't generally prefer the company of people close to me in age. I prefer to be with and hang out with people like Donna and...
Old people like you?
Not at all what I was implying. You can read into it as much as you like, but no. One of the many reasons for that, possibly the most common reason, is that with adults, there isn't such really annoying, confusing, esoteric protocol that has to be observed when we communicate. Part of a relationship, in fact, I think a large part of a relationship is about communication. You can't maintain a relationship if the two people can't communicate with each other. And I personally find it much easier to communicate with adults and people like Donna and Emily's mom, because our families are, well, I'm very close friends of their family as well. I've often gone out to dinner with Emily's mother and been asked if we were dating or something, and
the answer was no.
No, but I was tempted to answer otherwise just to see what people would say, but that wouldn't have helped me form any new relationships. So but